Hey ratbags, it's Jay. Today taking a look at the news that 7 Days to Die could possibly be launching on console again later on this year. It looks like they're going to be showing stuff off at TwitchCon. That news has been around for a while now that they would be at TwitchCon in Las Vegas, showing off obviously their brand new gameplay, maybe from Alpha 22. So we're going to dive into this a little bit and just go over whether or not 7 Days to Die on console is going to be something you're going to be buying, because it is going to be a new game and not an update. It's been in early access 10 years now, one of the longest going. I think only Project Zomboid has actually been in early access longer. Consoles haven't had a meaningful update in 6 years. I've covered this saga time and time again. We've done a bunch of videos talking about all the happenings. I'm not going to go through all that once more, other than just to say the very, very basic line of they lost their rights to their own game when their publisher went out of business. According to them, they went through a legal, lengthy process to get them back, and they decided instead of updating the current version to leave it until they were ready to put out the PC version later as actually a full product, and then do basically a brand new 7 Days to Die. Honestly, I'll be relieved if this game does actually arrive and it's okay. It's been 6 years. I've done 1 or 2 videos each year, maybe taking a look at this situation, and maybe a few more in the early days when we really got all the news from Telltale. That was the publisher that went out of business. I'm kind of sick of it. I'm kind of sick of talking about it, and it would be nice to maybe give this game another go, even if I don't agree with how they've done things. So if you picked up 7 Days to Die recently, thinking you're going to get an update or thinking eventually it's going to be the same as PC, you will be wrong. You will have to buy another version of the game. There will be no update for Xbox One or PlayStation 4 players, Pro, X. It's only Series S and X and PlayStation 5 players that will be able to purchase and buy the new game. I've been pretty critical of the Fun Pimps over the years over this. In fact, I've boycotted playing 7 Days to Die. You've not seen me promote it in a very good way. I've regularly criticised them for their lack of news and info at different stages, and for the decisions they've made in doing just a brand new version of the game rather than working to update it, which was feasible. But I'm going to leave that aside because I think by now most fans don't really care. If you're a 7 Days to Die hardcore fan right now on console, you just want to play the new version. You want to see all the new stuff, and although it's only going to be on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, that is something you're okay with because you've probably upgraded already. For other fans, I appreciate you might be still upset, sad, but it is what it is. I've campaigned long and hard. I've boycotted the game, like I said. I've not promoted it in a good way, other than to talk about occasionally in my news shows when they've got a new update. I've even been banned from their official Discord for trying to raise topics and talk about the situation. When 7 Days to Die returns, I will give it a fair shot. I will try it again on Xbox or PlayStation and give you my honest opinion whether or not I think it's worth you guys actually buying. So, all that out of the way, what's happening? So they're at TwitchCon. They're going to be there. They're going to be having a booth. You'll be able to play the console version of 7 Days to Die in a demo. They've shown off footage of it earlier on this year, and it looks like they're going to be showing off maybe Twitch integration and other stuff as well that they might be doing for the rest of people. Their Twitter page has been very busy promoting and saying that console version is going to be playable. They're very confident in it running, and the fact they've got it playable as a demo says to me the game is very far along. Now, a while ago they did mention they were in certification already. Now, to me that meant the game should be coming out relatively soon. Certification could take up to about 4 weeks, and that was back in the summer or April, but that never really materialised. They've always said that they're going to release it alongside Alpha 22, and the new news coming out in the last few days is that there's going to be dedicated servers shown off at TwitchCon where console players will be able to play with PC players. This was tweeted out by Joel Hulnick literally last night. Steam and Xbox players on the same dedicated server, so yes, it's definitely happening. So this is relatively all good stuff. So they've got a demo running, they've got dedicated servers up and running. It does look like they are going to do some sort of either stealth launch, if not at TwitchCon, that you could potentially be playing 7 Days to Die, the brand new version that's up to date with PC, that's got crossplay coming to it properly or will be enabled very, very soon. They have said either Q4 or Q1. So Q4 is up until December, and then Q1 is January onwards. I think up until March, I do believe. Maybe April. It's effectively the new financial year. So yes, there is a chance that 7 Days to Die is going to be coming out, hopefully in the next few weeks, possibly the next month. But likelihood is, since they've not really been hyping up Alpha 22 as much, it probably will be the start of next year. They've shown us some of the demo gameplay, they've put it up on their YouTube channel. This was from the Twitch stream they did a while ago. It looks okay. I wouldn't say it looks revolutionary, but then again, 7 Days to Die on PC isn't the prettiest game either. If they've done a revamp of the controls, hopefully utilising the port team that have done this time to make it everything a bit better, then hopefully it'll be good. I can't sit here ragging on a game for absolutely ever. I did one time actually like 7 Days to Die. I did a bunch of videos on it on this channel. I think I ended up deleting a bunch of them. So I'm intrigued. I've covered the saga of this for like 6 years. Campaign for the updates to be bought or proper news to be delivered. Good or bad, I want to see what 7 Days to Die is like when it does eventually arrive. I can't say I've kept up too much in terms of what's coming in the next alpha updates. Like I said, I've been boycotting it a little bit. But according to this post from July, they've got bandits, armor, weather, factions and story, Steam Workshop support. All that stuff is meant to be maybe coming in the next few months. This might be the last update they have and then the game goes gold. I would say this looks like it could be the final update, but I'm sure someone's going to correct me and say no, they said Alpha 22 won't be the final update before 1.0. But from what I remember, it does seem to have all the features they spoke about that they wanted to introduce before going gold. Now I have got that they did say as well that it wouldn't be as long between Alpha 21 and Alpha 22. Alpha 21 went live earlier on this year. And so we're thinking, I think it was about a year and a bit difference between the last update, 20 and 21. So if it does come out now, between now and Christmas or the start of next year, that's still under a year probably since the last update. It is going to be more expensive. We still haven't clarified exactly how much it's going to be. Devs have tried to push the fact that there may be a discount, there may not be, onto the platform holders, which is absolute rubbish and nonsense. Platform holders don't decide the price of games, developers do. They can absolutely decide to have a discount for people that own the game. I think that's what they said they were going to look into. If you already own a version of 7 Days to Die, there may be a chance they're trying to get some sort of discount. But otherwise, they're the ones that can set the prices on console. It should at least be exactly the same price it is on PC. If it's any more expensive, they are taking the absolute piss. So there we go, that's the news. Some of you guys were reaching out to me why I haven't covered it. The TwitchCon thing's been known for a little while and they're just hyping stuff up now. If it's got dedicated servers between console and PC, it's going to be increasing the player number supposedly as well. I don't think it still is worth a brand new price for it, but we are getting to the point it's been so long that they can get away with this now. Whereas a couple of years ago, there were lots of games just doing free updates. But let me know, are you going to be buying this new remaster? Have you boycotted the game? Are you going to be sticking just to the old version? And do you think it's going to release this year or the beginning of next? Until next time, Ratbags, laters.